EA has fallen under fire in the past for doing some shady business practices, but with the release of Star Wars Battlefront 2, there has been a lot of controversy surrounding EA's practices. And is it just a bunch of fanboys getting angry about something small, or is this a serious issue? Hey guys, my name's Elijah, and today on Rocket Sloth, we're going to be taking a look at this whole EA controversy. It's really convoluted and there's a lot of layers to it, so we're going to do the best we can to just kind of break it down for you guys so you can understand exactly what's going on with EA and Star Wars Battlefront 2 right now. Let's go ahead and try to get into this. Boycott EA! Star Wars Battlefront 2 is ruined! Sorry, I just had to get that out so we can now look at this at a level-headed perspective. This whole controversy is very interesting because during E3, for the most part, people were very supportive of Star Wars Battlefront 2. It had announced that there was going to be no season pass, which was a huge complaint from the first game, and they were going to make all of the future DLC free and include a single-player campaign. That sounds great. And then we get into the whole microtransaction controversy. GameSpot did an article where they took a look at how much money you have to spend to unlock characters in Star Wars Battlefront 2. What they found was that unlocking certain characters could take up to 40 hours to do. A character like Darth Vader or Luke would cost up to $250 to unlock by using the Loot Crate system, which is a shame because a lot of the content in the game is actually locked behind a paywall, which essentially makes the game pay to play versus just even pay to win. And this is after you've already dropped $60 on the game overall. A character like Darth Vader or Luke costs 60,000 credits, and you can earn credits from playing games, but some game modes in the games actually have daily limits to how many credits you can earn, restricting how much you can unlock with just playing the game and not putting actual hard-earned money down, essentially blocking you from actually even playing the 40 hours and not spending more money on the game. For example, YouTuber Bookie2988, he was hit with a please wait 3 more hours before unlocking more credits tag when he was doing a live stream of this game. That is ridiculous, but don't worry guys, it gets much worse. The EA community manager came through with some information that would make everyone feel better about the game, and it ended up being the most downvoted comment in all of Reddit's history, with negative 632,000 downvotes. He informed us that the intent is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes. As for cost, we selected initial values based upon data from the open beta and other adjustments made to milestone rewards before launch. Among other things, we're looking at average per player credit earn rates on a daily basis, and we'll be making constant adjustments to ensure that players have challenges that are compelling, rewarding, and of course attainable via gameplay. Essentially, making the game impossible to unlock content is to give you a sense of pride whenever you drop money because you give up on trying to unlock a character because it's literally restricted so badly. So in the aftermath of all of that, people begin canceling their pre-orders for the game. This actually resulted in EA lowering the cost of characters 65% to combat the bad PR. But EA was already losing money by losing those pre-orders, so they straight up removed the refund button off of the EA website and now make it where you have to call a 1-800 number to request a refund for a game that you don't even own yet. And apparently it's been reported that the wait time on these phone lines for canceling the game is enormously long. You want to refund your game? Guess what? You're gonna have to jump through some crazy hoops to get your money back from us because we're EA. Then at the same time of all of this, we have the EA community manager controversy. The EA community manager, known as Matt Everett, made a tweet after GameStop did their initial article looking at the pay-to-win thing, so before the reduction of the price. The armchair developers on the internet. Well, that didn't bode well either, because that's an awful thing to say when you're a community manager. He quickly deleted his tweet and claimed that the tweet had nothing to do with Star Wars Battlefront 2 and that it was just about something completely irrelevant. I don't know if I believe him. Apparently, it is also rumored that the community manager tried to bribe Reddit mods to remove posts that leaked footage of the game, that leaked any type of gameplay that would reveal anything more that would make EA look bad, and tried to bribe them with keys to the game. Of course, we don't have official confirmation that it was Matt Everett doing the bribes or someone within EA doing the bribery, but it just looks bad right now. And the sad thing about this whole issue is, you know that at some level there's someone working at EA, working for DICE, who really put their heart and soul into making this Star Wars game. And there's probably a huge team who worked on a single player campaign that's probably really good. It's really a shame when the little guys who are working on it, the employees, get completely screwed over by a corporation who is literally just trying to use the gamers as a crazy source of income by nickel and diming every little aspect of what could have been a great game. The conversation started great when they wanted to give players all of the content for free. We're paying $60 for a game. It should be the full game, not half of the game. But we should have known all along, because EA always does this stuff, that they would come along and try to find a way to flip it on its head and make money at our expense. It just sucks because the little developers who put their heart and souls into making the game, working on the campaign, making a multiplayer that felt alive, that felt like the worlds, that had the soundtrack from the game. The game looks beautiful. The worlds look beautiful. It's Star Wars. It's ruined by EA as a company trying to just rip off us gamers. They got rid of the classic level progression that you would have seen in Star Wars Battlefront 1, and they replaced it with star cards. The customization in the game actually looked pretty cool, but it's just not exciting when you know how a company feels about the gamers. Essentially, if you buy this game, you're spending $60 on what would feel like a free-to-play game, except you also have to pay more money after your $60 to get to play the game. My recommendation is, if you're fired up about this, then I would say use your wallet as a tool against EA if you want to. You could boycott buying the game. If you really wanted to try that single player campaign, you could also just play a different game until February after the fiscal year ends and sales will already be represented for what happens between November and February. And then you could buy the game probably at a high discount and play through the single player. Maybe multiplayer will be better by then, who knows. Just don't forget, EA will never be your friend. They just want your paycheck. I'm actually curious about this though, because there's a lot of bad PR surrounding Star Wars right now, and Disney doesn't like their IPs to be messed with, and I'm curious to see if Disney will attempt to cut ties with EA after this disaster, but I guess only time will tell. I'm open for a conversation about it. I guess I kind of got a little bit fired up. A lot of this was facts, but I also intertwined it with my opinion, so I just want to make that clear. If you have a different opinion though, leave a comment down below, because I'm open to have a discussion and kind of see if there is a different point of view maybe I'm missing, so we can still talk about this some more. Things have been blowing up on this channel. Thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. A lot of you came from that Call of Duty video that just randomly blew up over the weekend. That's crazy. Also, we owe a huge shout out to someone, but I don't want to associate their awesome channel with EA, so we'll wait on that shout out and we will repay the favor. But thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have given us. We will continue to make these videos, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. If you're new, be sure to subscribe for more discussion videos just like this one. See you guys later.